Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've come up to Glen Co this morning to try and catch the light. So there's about to be a beautiful sunrise kicking off over there in the distance. I'm going to go down to the river's edge and see if I can catch the cottage in the Buckle with the sunrise coming up there. So join me and let's see where this journey takes us. Right, so I've started. I came up early because I'm about 10 minutes before sunrise. I managed to get here in time and I've got some stunning light down the glen. I'm in Fen. I've got the white cottage here just below the Buckle, but I've put the wide angle lens on so that I can get the Buckle out of more, I can get the white cottage, and I can get this stunning light that's coming up in the horizon over the mountains. And this is the light that I'm talking about. I've got this beautiful colour in the sky, and I've put a polarizer filter on to take the glare off the water so I can get some kind of colour in the water, and I've put an ND grad filter on so that I can darken down the sky because I want to get a nice exposure in the foreground. Right, I'm going to take 2 or 3 of these shots. I'll maybe zoom in, zoom out. I'll wait and see what the light is like. And when this light is finished, I'll share these images with you now. I think the microphone will be pretty good. I'm hoping it'll be pretty good because the wind is absolutely crazy this morning. I drove up past Loch-an-Annalise in Rannochmore thinking, might I get some stillness in the water, but no chance. The wind is absolutely blowing everything. So that's why I thought I'll come here instead. I'll get the leading line of the river. I've got a nice composition. I'm going to move up closer to the cottage because there's a couple of rocks in the river here. And I will try and see if I can use those rocks as a wee bit of foreground interest. I'm still keeping an eye on that sky because it's getting nice and warm. Right, I'm at this location. I've managed to get positioned beside with these rocks in the foreground so that I can use them, because as I've kind of got a V-shaped leading line down the glen, I've also got these 2 rocks in the river. Now, I'm kind of using a semi-slow shutter speed. I'm just under a second. I'm more interested in the sky. I'm more interested in the light, and I really want that colour. And it's really dramatic because the way that the light is hitting underneath the clouds have got like a wave formation based on the exaggeration of the light. So I'll take 2 or 3 of these images and I'll share these images with you. Couldn't resist it. So I'm standing in the river because I want the rocks that's got the grass on them, part of my image, more so for more interesting foreground, because I've got the polarizer on, which means I can see through the water. But what I'm just trying to do is I'm just trying to work around different compositions here where I've got a really wide shot so that I've got the Buckle in on the right hand side. And the sky in front of me is just incredible. It's just lighting up. It's amazing. And then I'm using the 2 rocks with the grass as just that wee bit of foreground interest. And I'm just double checking the back of my screen because I want to make sure I can see through the water and I've got all these beautiful coloured rocks in the water in front of me. So I'll take 2 or 3 more images and I'll share these images with you now. Going to walk further down the river here. It's honestly, the wind is absolutely crazy this morning. So there's a nice wee V formation here as the two rivers intersect. So what if I get set up over here and we'll see if we can get a composition. Okay, so I've come over to the other side of this river edge, because the river just kind of forks around a little island and then kind of joins up in front of me here. So what I've actually got as a composition is I've got the white cottage on the right hand side, I've got the Buckle, and then I've got the two rivers merging together and then flowing down. I've still got that slowish shutter speed, so I can get a slowish movement in the water and a wee bit smooth. It's actually nearly the end of March, and you wouldn't believe how cold this is this morning. It's absolutely Baltic. So I'm going to take 2 or 3 different images here, and when I'm finished I'll share those images with you now. I'm going to work my way across the river, and what I want to try and do is get over beside the cottage but go left and go to a high-rise area and see what we can see down the glen. So we'll cross over here, and we'll catch back when I get a location. Well, as I've crossed over the river, I've spotted a wee scene here. So I've got this wee puddle in front of me, but I'm using the puddle as a leading line over to the cottage and get the Buckle in the background. It actually looks really nice behind the camera, so I'll share this image with you. Right, so I'm just going to walk up behind the cottage. Do you know, that's actually quite a nice composition there. I know I've got a lot of wind movement in the trees, and we've got a wee bit of spray rain starting to come. It looked like there was some nice light kicking off over there above the Three Sisters. What I'll do, actually, do you know, I like that. I'm going to take these images and I'll share whatever. I might take a couple of compositions here and I'll share them with you now. Follow the path that leads up past the cottage, which takes you up to the top of the Buckle. I've never been this far before. Looks quite nice. The daffodils are being protected for the wind. And then we've got some sun ray bursts coming through the clouds in the distance. I actually quite like this S formation. I think I'll stand back and see if I can get a shot and incorporate the daffodils, because they're not being affected by the wind. And I'll see if I can get a shot that incorporates the daffodils, this kind of S bend in the path with the sun rays in the background. Maybe a wee bit ambitious. Let's give it a try. When it works out, here's the image. This is a bit like follow the light this morning, because I'm just walking up this path which I've never ventured this far before, to be honest. So I'm going to follow this path and probably up to that corner or that ridge so I can get a better view down the glen. I'm just looking behind me, I'm getting a bit of a sprinkly rain hitting me. Although the forecast wasn't meant for rain, the forecast was meant to be really nice. Right, I'll catch up when I get to a viewpoint. I'm just showing you where I am. I'm at the base of the Buckle. The path goes way over there. I've just cut across the moor That's the valley down, or the glen, down to the Three Sisters. This is the view I'm trying to capture. There's a mound over here, so I'm going to head over there and I'll catch back when I reach there. Whoa, the wind is so strong. It's absolutely crazy. I've had to put my hood up. I'm having to hold my camera down. Oh, it's absolutely nuts. But look at that view. I've got an absolutely cracking view at the back of the camera. I'm just holding the tripod because we get all these mega gusts coming in. Right, it's kind of lapsed a wee bit there. Right, I'm going to set up. I'm going to take a couple of shots. I'm not going to film it because I suspect this wee camera is going to get blown everywhere. So any images I get here, I'll share these with you now. Right, I'm going to head back over to the path. There's some walkers coming up, but oh, that wind is really strong, and it's all the mega gusts that keep coming with it. Right, I'm going to get back to a wee bit area where I've got shelter, and I'm going to see if I can work the river and the white cottage a wee bit more further down, assuming I can with this wind. Right, I've come down to the edge of the cottage to get some shelter. Oh boy, that was mental. It was like an absolute rush wind. I mean, you can still see it's quite strong, but I've got nice shelter here. I'm just going to dry down my camera, and what I'll do is I'll go down by the river just to see what the weather's like and see if we can continue. Right, so I've reached the bridge. As you can see, that's the view I'm going for. It's just a shame there's not a lot of light. However, those clouds and the brightness of the snow can give us some mood. So I'm going to see if I can get under that bridge and then shoot up the river. The challenge I'm going to have is I won't be able to do too much of a long shutter speed because the rain might get on the lens. We'll get down, we'll assess it, and I'll catch up at the bottom. Right, so I've managed to get myself positioned under here. It's quite slippy with my wellies on, to be honest. Anyway, I have the most spectacular view. So we've got the river, we've got Buccleuch of Beagle over here, we've got the far side of Buccleuch of Moor the cottage, and the water's just streaming down from right to left outside my viewer. Cannot ask for any better than this. It's absolutely beautiful. So I am going to take about 5 or 6 shots. I'm also going to see if I can get a shot of the Buccleuch. I know the bridge is just above my head, but if I can get down a wee bit lower, I might be able to miss out the bridge and get the Buccleuch in to the composition. There's no light yet, but the smoothness of the lightness of those kind of light browns and ochres on the side of the mountain with the peppered snow caps, oh, it's absolutely glorious. Right, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to take how many images I'm going to take here, and when I'm finished I'll share these images with you now. Still getting a lot of light rays, quite a lot of cloud, but I think I've just managed to capture some absolutely stunning atmospheric images here, and I'm so pleased. Right, I'm going to walk back to the car. There's a wee area up here with trees. I might have a wee look up there and see if it's worth an image. Right, so I've come up to the trees. The wind's blowing the trees a wee bit crazy. When I look down, most of my light is down the glen. So I'll take a couple of shots here just to see if it works. I'll share those images with you, and then I'm going to head down the glen. So I'll see you at the next location. So I've just stopped at my next location, and as I thought, keep following the light here. It looks absolutely stunning, the way that light is creeping up the face of the buccal. Right, I'm going to keep walking because my destination's just along the road here, and there's a wee lone tree. I'm just hoping that we get some nice light in the foreground, but we won't know until we get there. Right, well, I've come down to this wee lone tree, which is on the right hand side. The only thing is, I want to use a slow shutter speed, and the wind, honestly, oh dear, I better watch where I'm standing. Fell in the river. So the wind is really, really strong. It wasn't the wind that blew me over, it was my stupidness of walking back. Right, I'm going to take a couple of compositions here because the sun is coming and going. I'm getting some shots where the sun's lighting the tree, but what I'm going to do is I'll take a couple more and then I'm going to move into the water. I'm just watching my footing. So these images that I take here, I'll share them with you now. Right, I'm just trying to hurry. I'm in the water because I am just getting the most incredible light. Oh, I cannot believe I've been so lucky to get to this spot when I did. Oh, I've got a really, really dark buccal of moor. I'm just going to turn on this camera. So I've got a really dark buccal of moor. I've got a really bright foreground. It's causing absolute havoc with my exposure settings, because I'm trying to smooth the water down. I'm trying to get a fast enough shutter speed to freeze the tree, and I'm now up in my f-stop to f14. I've got a 13th of a second and I'm still shooting at ISO 100, but I'm just, see there, I'm losing the light again. And that wind, the wind's absolutely crazy. I can't put my drone up today. The wind gusts have been absolutely sporadic, and they've been really, really strong. In fact, they've blown me off. I was going to say they blew me off that ledge, but they never. That was just me. Right, I'm going to work this scene. I'm going to take 2 or 3 different compositions. I'm going to go high, I'm going to go low. And when I've finished, I'm just watching my footing. And when I've finished, oops, I'll share these images with you now. Right, so I went to the top of that wee hill there and I took a shot of the buccal because there was a rainbow appearing here. So you can, I don't know if this wee camera will make it out, but there's a wee rainbow just appearing. But every time I go up there, the wind just keeps blowing me over, and the rain, there's a lot of spray in the rain. I think I'm going to finish the video here. There's a danger I've got too much of a good thing. So here's hoping we can make a video of this. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that'll let you know the next time I post a video. So thanks very much for watching, and here's to the next video.